one. Clearly.
You wanna play games?
Hello, ladies. Hello. Sledgehammer in the house. How are we going? I have got a little bit of a Alekhine Defence lesson for us today. I hope it's going to slay. Hey Gador! Yes, I was aiming to get in a Europe friendly time. I'm trying to find some good Alekhine Defence games, but it's not coming. Tell me some hot gods, guys, in the meantime. Might have to give up on this agenda altogether. I thought that we would find some sexy games. Has anyone played some cool chess games lately? Okay, this is gonna be a good start. This is gonna be a good start, ladies and gentlemen. Let's begin our operation with Daniel Collins. That's a tennis player. What's cooking here? Hang on a tickerino. Daniel Collins is a tennis player. Wojtek Bizek. That sounds to me like a Czech name. Alright, let's go. Maybe Slovakian. What do we call this line, ladies and gentlemen? Alekhine, 4 pawns indeed. Alright, so take and c5. This used to be an old main line, considered to be pretty ordinary nowadays. Everyone plays knight c6 and that kind of shindig. The old idea used to be that after c5, d5 is forced, and then they would bite into it with e6. The problem is that it's not good. Knight c3, tuck. And black's idea was this cheeky pawn push c4. The idea is to extend the bishop's diagonal. And here, according to the engine, d6 is absolutely brutal. Knight c6. Now, I like knight b5 here. Some sharp stuff is coming out of here. Now, after the check, black is doing great. Or is he? I have no idea what's going on here, guys. I started the stream and 1.5 minutes in, I'm looking at a position where not a single piece makes sense. What is going on? I guess if I take this, then knight b6, bishop h3 looks pretty gnarly. Yeah, black is completely lost here. Black is completely lost here. So yeah, this line is not playable, but this game was played back 5,000 years ago, and there was a big knowledge gap between the two players. So they played a3, and now black is fine. Alright, what's more... shit. What's your move for black? Oh, I actually got it correct that you're a Czech. Buddy, I usually get like 9 out of 10 correct. I have got an incredible geographical sense. Although it's not geography, it's understanding languages. Yeah, Wojtek Bizek. Yeah, that had to be either Czechoslovakian. But I was leaning toward the Czech. Bishop g4 is brilliant. Are you from Prague, buddy? Or... Actually, they played bishop f5. I'm not sure which is better. d6. And that was really the move that did it. After bishop g5, actually white is still very much in this game. Yeah, d6 was the biggie. What would you do, guys, now? What would we do now? Rook e8, knight c6, good moves, yep. Knight c6 played, beautiful development. Bishop g5, queen d7. And the fact that they can't castle is absolutely deadly. Knight e5 played. I'm guessing that white wanted to come in here and cement it in on e7. Yeah, you are correct, Supernova Stone. Very well spotted. Alright, move recommendations, please. No, I'm doing Twitch streaming as well. Which is why I find it hard to keep up with two chats. Knight d7, h6. Bratwurst, hello. Rook e8 played. Now, what is the plan? What is the plan? Knight e7, knight e7. Bishop e7. You to move. Your job is to follow the Ben Feingold rule. What does the Ben Feingold rule state? Thank you, Caesar, for the follow, buddy. What concept do you think chess revolves around the most? Without a shadow of a doubt, it's pattern recognition. Nothing comes even remotely close. Nothing even comes remotely close to that. Never play f6. That's an important Ben Feingold rule of life, but there is another one. Always sack the sex change. Sorry, the exchange. Queen c1. Become the Gotham kid. What now? Being the Gotham kid sounds like a lot of fun, by the way. Nah, definitely not too much. When the king is stuck in the middle like this, can't castle, it's a must. Basically, you don't count as a chess player if you don't do it. What now, though? Rook c8, I don't know if I like rook c8. It seems to me to be a bit passive. There is a very obvious invasion available for us, and no one said it yet. David wants bishop d3, but this is too soon, guys. It's too soon. And you also don't want to trade like that. The winner chicken dinner is 95 to bring the big boys in here. Tuk tuk. That's it, my Czech friend is killing it. Queen b3. Whoa, Magnus Carlsen in the house. Hello. I dig that. When Magnus Carlsen is in the house, that's a decent moment in life. Imagine how epic it would be if it was actually Magnus Carlsen. Devesh, that's very cool, man. I'm happy for you. Congrats on your 40 rating points. Very cool. King d2. And the rest is Carnage City. Check. Check. And now I need a sexy move. Which wasn't played in the game, actually. Queen e5 would be beautiful, but unfortunately when you go check, the king will escape, so this is not that great. Close, but no cigar. Queen c5 is one of the best moves on the board indeed. Queen d8 also good. Also good. Yeah, so queen c5, queen c7, queen d8 all create the queen a5 check threat, unstoppable. And we are going to win the queen and with that the house. Okay, that was our intro. The next one is a very famous game. Thank you, Ella, sorry not sorry, for the sub. This is, guys, the very famous Van der Wheel Vaganyan game, and we are going to have a look at another 4 pawns attack. This one is going to be the correct one. So the idea here is that black wants to put this bishop outside of the pawn chain compared to e6, but bishop g4 is not playable yet. So bishop f5 is played, but when the knight comes out to f3, you really want to pin it. Bishop takes, gf check, all of this is theory. Queen h4 check, here queen f4 and then c5, this is theory. And theory considers this endgame to be very, very good for white, because the light squared bishop is an uncontested beast. Yeah. Alright, so in the game, Vaganyan played queen d7. This is even worse. Far worse, in fact. But f4 is very bad. So what we need to do here with white is to prepare for queenside castle ASAP. Like so. And then the white pawn formation remains intact and uncontestable. Knight c6, f4, and yeah. These pawns look mighty intimidating. Now, however, we have a problem, Houston, because the d4 pawn is bleeding out. And we had this little trickery. I wish I had the time to ask you to find this move. Bishop b4 ignoring the threat. What's the point? João Pedro Melquiades Soares. That's either a Brazilian or a Portuguese fella. Yeah, that's right. So we take, if they take c6, then after queen takes, we have got two heavies hanging. Very good. So played was bishop takes, pawn takes, and bishop f3. What do we do? Oh, likewise, Mr. Joao. You should know that one of my new up-and-coming favorite tennis players is also called Joao. Mr. Fonseca. Oh yeah, from Brazil. That's 2 out of 2. As far as me guessing the origin of the person from the name. I went to Brazil once in 1996 or 7 to Rio. It was an incredible experience. Take, queen h3. Now we have got a pin here, check here, king stuck in the middle, all kinds of drama. King e2 played. Castles played. Queen d3 played. Now I need a good move. Now I need a good move. Oh, excuse me. AA Ron is the next subscriber. Love you from India. Thank you, Hope. Thank you, buddy. Can someone tell me, please, if you got the joke when I said AA Ron? Does anyone know where that, what I'm referencing there? AA Ron and D nice. Rook fe8 recommended by Twitch chat, one of the best moves on the board. Excellent. Welcome in, Ken. How are you, buddy? Queen takes g2. No, I do not think so. Key and Peely joke. Wow, wow, wow. Educated people in the house. One of the best skit. One of the best skit. My FIDE rating is 2377. But what my FIDE rating is really irrelevant, since I have been inactive for a decade and a half. I would like to believe that it's Maggie, but let's be honest with ourselves. Magnus does have a lot better places to be in right now than watching me stream. Yeah, I don't like f6. You want to rather just come here and sack. Queen h4 is the best move, according to the machina. Indeed. Hitting the f4 pawn. Knight e7 was played. This is less appealing, but very logical because black wants to go here. I heard Magnus prepares for tournaments watching the Amateur's Mind series. Yeah. Absolutely he does. No questions. No questions whatsoever. Imagine. Wouldn't that be epic? Wouldn't that be epic? Nah, I never played Maggie, no. Why is your Blitz rating so much lower than your Rapid? Because you are a good chess player, and chess is played in rapid time control. Blitz is gut instinct and quick tactics. Yeah, because you know what's important in life. If you tell me the best move for black here, I will be super impressed. Super impressed. You need to learn to calculate faster. Gesticulate, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, knight g6 is pretty much second best, but obviously I wouldn't have announced it as something absolutely outrageously crazy. It was b5, guys. What's the idea? What happens if they take? Mm-hmm. And if they take this too? What is the key move here? This is very tricky to find, actually, still. I thought it was rook d2 as well, but no, it's completely wrong. Yes, it is rook b8. And coming from here. The only thing they can do is this, and then after take, and take. Yeah. Trouble city. For example, if I go here, then rook d8, and then it's over because we're going to get mated. If I go here, then check, block, and take. And we're good. Nice. They played in the game in knight g6. Also good. And now we need a killer move. And if you find that killer move, you are golden. We are golden if we find the final accuracy. Eagle with the next sub. Thank you. What game is this? It says on the top and on the bottom. I can never ever do that finger thing as well as Basil Fawlty does when he shows the lady in the hotel room where to find the view. It's between the sea and the sky. What is this potato talking about? That is fucking brilliant. You absolute potato. I'm not even playing. Does it look like to you like I'm playing? Oh my. Wait, let me show you something very cool. I can move both sides pieces. Oh, check that out. Look, I can move them all. And I can take them back too. Oh my. Oh, wait. Maybe you should think before you type. Alright, sorry. Hope that he was just trolling. Oh, that's like Kramnik on steroids, friends. Kramnik on steroids. Right, so what was our move again? Let me check the Twitch chat. Yeah, Queen F5 it is. Very good. That was played. Yes, exactly. Queen E4, Knight F4, King E3, Rook D3 check. And after King F2 you can just win the house. Yeah, this is a very convincing line. Yeah, Queen F5 was played, and then Van der Weel played Rook G4. But this is now agony. They are completely dead. Check. King E3. Check. Incredibly, there is no force mate here. What would you do, chat? What would you do? What would you do? Don't say F5, please. That's the only thing you're not allowed to say. Yeah, Rook D5 was played. Rook D5 was played. Okay, where is the mate? Show me the mate. Show me the Matutski. Oh boy, I found a treat by Anthony Miles. Yeah, very good. F5 and mate. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. Queen F4 for style points. I dig that, actually. I dig that. Very good. Okay, next. Okay, this is the point when we need to start fighting for the initiative. Let's go. Black to move. Thank you, Pepega chess player. Appreciate you, man. What should we do? C5. That's it, baby. Undermining the center like the champions we are. Knight f3, CD. And he white played something really, really strange. I would have anticipated he this. When f6, e5 looks legit. They played queen a4. What would you do here? b5 played. What are you writing, Supernova? Take, take. Check. Knight d7. This is what white was banking on. What would you play? I like castles here too. In fact, was played. Not even top 3 by the engine. What else would come into consideration? Yeah, interestingly enough, the engine recommends bishop d5, and I don't think I understand it, because what do we do after take, knight d7? I just don't get it. Alright, take, knight d7. According to the engine, this is very good for black. I don't see why. Well, I guess you need to be an engine to see this move. And just casually ignore every single discover check. You have writing analysis of your own games. With due respect to you, sir, I consider that to be a royal waste of time. Like, what's the purpose of doing that? Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. Mice played castles. And it just went like, have it. Then he took f2. And now I wonder if you would play the same move as him. What did black play here? Knight d5? I think you get hit. Oh no, because then you have knight b6. No, knight d5, I just take the exchange. Aussie stream. I don't know what you mean by that, but yes. I didn't see the rook was hanging fair. I mean, the queen is hanging too, and apparently you don't care. Like, the engine really likes knight e6. And just sack the queen and go for broke. I don't think queen e8 is advisable, because then I can just move the queen and then this is still on, this is on. I just play d5. I really like this. Just sack the exchange. Go for the attack. Crazy. Crazy good stuff. Give me a good move now. Give me a good move now. Sledgehammer on the money. E4. Excellent stuff. Oh, and so is Supernova. We want to check this guy down. So they took here. Now I need another good move. Yeah, very good, guys. Bishop d4 check. Shielding the queen. Getting to that king. King back. Take. Take. And now we are going for Matatsky. Final touch. .95. Took too much. Too much to handle. And rook e8. Oh man. Yeah, Tony Miles knew how to play chess. Tony Miles knew how to play chess. GG. GG. Yeah, it was pretty easy. By the way, friends, is the Nuggets gonna win tomorrow? Or not? Nuggets in 7. Yeah, I don't see that happening, but I really hope it will. I wish you were right. The fact that the Knicks went on is just insane already. I was very happy with that, by the way. Woo! Yes! This is gonna be epic. You will love this, guys. We might actually finish with this one. This game is mental. Yeah, the Knicks was a huge surprise. That being said, obviously, without Tatum, the Boston was weak as, but still. Alright, let's go. Okay, play for black, please. From here. That's very good, Hope. That's very good. There was a queen sack. Where was a queen sack? I didn't see a queen sack. No, there was no queen sack. And yes, to knight c6. Excellent. Yeah. But what do we do after bishop a3? This is the key idea and the key question. If you don't know this concept, you are going to learn something very, very cool today. Which is applicable to all openings, by the way. What should we do? d5, brilliant. c5, knight c8. Usually the knight is headed for f5, but there's a pawn there. And white's only move is knight e5. But they played instead rook e1. And now comes the key idea. Now comes the key idea. Solid, Ken. Solid. Rook e4. The bot winning exchange sacrifice. Always sack the exchange. Yada yada yada. This is what it is. Rook to e4. And once you see this, you are absolutely like, now all of you have seen it. You signed a contract with me. Every time you have this on the board, you go. Like, there is no excuse for you not to play that. Supernova, I'm glad that I managed to hurt your feelings. You should analyze your games. That's very important. But I think writing a novel is counterproductive. But you do you. Hello, Mate. Servus. So yeah, rook e4. This is absolutely a banger. Even if it doesn't win the material back immediately, and that's very important. Right? Like, if knight e2 is played, technically now this is hanging. You don't move it. No one gives a toss. You let it go, and you can take back like that, or you can take back like that and pick off d4. I would take like this though. Queen d2, knight f5 will take d4. It always works like a charm. Yeah, the rest was just carnage city. Like, rook e4 was just the key idea. And after this, it's all over Red Rover. Still, some technique is needed here. Where do we go with the queen? A1, baby, all the way. Deep penetration. Queen c3 is also very good. But Queen a1 is spicier because it allows you to come in here. That's the Achilles heel of White's position. And that I should have asked you to find, but I was an idiot. So after King h3, we go check, and then we go here. What is the best plan here for black to finish this off? How can we orchestrate a mate attack? Yeah, the problem with g6 casual is that this is gonna hurt a lot. So, right idea, bad execution. Yeah, take the bishop. Pretty good answer. King h7 is best, with the idea of rook h8 and then mate. But take the bishop is a concept I can't argue with. Yeah, king h7, rook h8. But here after rook e8 they resigned because now this is virtually unstoppable without losing a bucket load of material. Wow, I haven't even been streaming for an hour and my voice is almost completely gone. Okay, we are going to do one more, guys, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming. Hey, HS Pawn, how are you going, man? Okay, this got pretty wild pretty early. A Vietnamese encounter. Nguyen An Dong in behind the black pieces. That's a dude that I played once. I actually beat him. He's a Vietnamese GM. Alright, let's play for black. Let's play for black. Castle's perfect. Bishop e2 played. And what to do now? The move played is not on the top 3 list of the engine. How would you go crazy here with white? Black rather, excuse me. Knight a5, b3 is not bad, but we can't put pressure here. So actually it is bad. I take that back, it is bad. Exactly because after b3 you can't exploit the diagonal at all. But the move that is played, I don't know how good it was, so... The best moves are rather uninspiring for black because you want to play e5 but you can't retake with the pawn. So one of the better moves is queen c8 here. Now e5 take, you have to take with the knight, and I don't know how good that is. Nguyen played f5. Which is nuts. Absolute nuts. c5, very good move by white, best. And now you have to go all in. Like, you either do it in for a penny, in for a pound, or we will be absolutely swept off the board. So what do we do? No moves, no moves. Pawn takes is really, really bad, because then after pawn takes we have got multiple things hanging and we are dead. Knight d7 is playable, but is very passive. He went counterpunch, f4. What's the idea after bishop takes? Careful with e5, because I can take that. And we have got a pin again. It's not e5. Rook takes, queen takes. I don't think that that's a good idea either. No, e5 I can take. And then defend. e5 is bad. It's g5. That's it. g5. g5. And black has got some counterplay. Unfortunately for white, they chickened out and they took this. And that was a piss poor decision. That's black's worst for white's one of most important pieces. Take, check, and take. But now we still need to prove that we have what it takes to attack like a madman. What is our next move? e5. Someone in the house is my student. Absolutely huge testicles. Incredible testicles. Takes, takes, and we are coming in. Otherwise the position getting blasted even more open. So they played h4, but this is terrible. They thought that they could attack with the king in the middle. You don't do that. And he just fell apart. Rook e8. This is what good chess looks like. What do we do now? There are myriads of ways to win, so I shouldn't have asked this question, but I'm being nice to you. Thank you for the subs. Sack mate. We take b2 indeed. Very good. Mate in one thread. There. Rook d2. Check. Check. And bang. And white is getting mated while also losing every single piece they have. That's the end. That is the end. Yeah. Alright, let me see who is on, guys. I am going to call it a day. My voice is not holding up the way I thought it would. So, yeah. We don't have anyone to raid. Yeah, that was a pretty neat finish in the end, yeah. Indeed. Alright, I don't know what to do, man. Yeah, I think I will just shut the stream down. I have nobody to raid. Is there anyone who likes Warcraft in this chat? As the computer game? I will raid you off the Warcraft gamer. Streamer. I like these guys a lot. So take care. I don't know when I'm gonna be streaming next. I need to preserve my voice, so yeah, I'll have to play it carefully. But have a good one, guys. I will post a YouTube video tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Until then, take care. All the best. Love you all. And yeah, see you on the next one.